Yes, welcome back to the Management Information System, topic number 3, the component of information system. Let's get started. The component of information system. The first way I describe information system to students is to tell them that they are made up of 5 components. How many components? 5 components, which are hardware, software, data, people, and process. Are we together? So these are the 5 components that made up of information system. When I say component, I simply means what make information system and information system. What made up is of 5 components: the hardware, the software, the data, the people, and the process. But the first 3, the hardware, the hardware, the software, and the data, they fit under a technology category. Are we together? They fit under what? Technology category. Are generally what most students think of when you ask to define what information system is. Most of the students, when you ask them to define or to discuss about information system, they only talk about these 3 because it falls under technology category: the hardware, the software, and the data. They do not even look at the people and the process. So for the sake of this module, we are collecting the 5 components together: the hardware, the software, the data, people, and the process. Let's move on. But the last 2, which I just talked about, the people and the process, are really what separates the idea of information system from more technical fields, like a computer science. In order to fully understand information systems, students must understand how all these components work together to bring value to an organization. So we are going to explore more knowledge on how these 5 components work together to bring value to an establishment. Are we together? So let's look at the word technology. Technology can be thought of as an application of a scientific knowledge for a practical purposes. From the invention of the wheel to the harness of electricity for artificial lighting, Kant names it all. Technology is a part of our life in so many ways that we tend to take it for granted. It can be thought of as an application of scientific knowledge for a practical purposes. As we discussed before, the first 3 components of information system, the hardware, the software, and the data, they fall under category of technology. Are we together? Each of these will get its own chapter later because we're going to explore more understanding on this. So let's start to look at those components briefly, one after another. The first one is the hardware. Information systems hardware is part of an information system you can touch, the physical component of a technology. I believe in our secondary schools, they've taught us about the hardware. When you say what is hardware, hardware is anything, whatever you can see in the computer that you can see or touch. And that's how they taught us in our secondary school, which is correct. Hardware, they are the physical components of a computer systems that you can see and that you can touch. And they're the one that built up to be technology. For this one, we have our computers, the keyboard, the disk drive, the iPad, the flash drive, name it all. They all fall under what? Hardware. We still spend more time going over these components and how they all work together in Module 2. Okay, so still talking about the hardware. So hardware computer refers to the physical part of a computer and related devices. As you can see in this diagram, the physical part of a computer system that you can see and also you can also touch. In other words, we have also the second component, which is the software. I know most of you have heard the word software. Oh, where's my software? Oh, I want to go and collect my software. A software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do. Hello? Am I making sense to you? We've divided the hardware as a physical part of a computer system or as a physical part of a computer system that you can see or touch. Now we are talking about the software. We say a software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do. Unlike hardware, software is not tangible. You cannot physically see or touch software. It cannot be touched. So when programmers create software programs, what they literally do is simply typing out the list of instructions that tell the hardware what to do. Let me make it clear to you, as a computer study or an IT student. Hardware is what built up of a computer, the component of a computer. But the software is an instruction that controls or tells what hardware will do. Let me give you a very slight example here. There was a man from America who bought a computer system. New computer, the CPU, the keyboard, the mouse, the monitor, new from the factory. He take it home, then he plug it, about to use it. Then he discovered that after switching on, there's nothing coming up. Then he called the company where he bought the computer from. Now what happened? You sold me a fake computer. This thing that plug inside, there's nothing coming up. And those people said, look, Mr. Man, we only sell you an hardware of what you expect. For this thing to work, to open up your window, whatever, you need to install a software. What we sold for you, it's okay. It's 100% okay. But in order for you to do anything on it, you need to install a software. That's why we say a software is a set of instructions that tells hardware what to do. Are we together? And there are several categories of software, but with the count of IT or instructional system, we base our knowledge on the two categories of a software. The first one is the operating system software. That's number one. Operating system software. This one make a hardware usable. Hello? It does what? It makes the hardware usable. Then we have number two software, types of software is application software, which does something useful or for a specific need. Let me try to explain a bit on this. Okay, time. Okay, operating system software. For instance, as you bought your computer, as new, as expensive your computer is, if you switch it on without operating system, you can't see anything. because it need an operating system to make it work. So you have to put your Windows 10 or Windows 12. You install it, then you see it, welcome, you see all the screen, you see your screen layout, you see everything, because you have installed the operating system software, which make that hardware to work. But for application software, is the software that we install for a specific purpose. For instance, in your computer, you want to play games on your computer. There is no games from the hardware when you bought the computer. You have to install the games on your computer because you want to play the games. So you have to install it. So we call it an application software. Oh, my computer? No, I want to be doing some financial calculation on it. Then you have to install the financial software. Oh, for me, I want to be watching a movie. Then you have to install a movie software on your computer. So we refer to as an application software. Are we clear on those two categories? Great. Yeah, I've just explained it to you. So, and that's the end of topic number 3. In our next topic, we will continue with the components of a computer system and of the computer system with the role of information system. Thank you very much. See you in the next topic.